Hello. I'm gonna do all this stuff. Gotta set up the chat. Gotta put this stuff here. Got the windows. It's a chat. There it is. Alright. It's working right. Okay, it is working. Make sure that I forgot to unmute myself. That I didn't forget to unmute. There's too many negatives. That I remembered to unmute myself. Anyway, yes, I am using the mic on the Quest 2. As I do on every fishing stream, because my regular mic is on my desk. And it's over there. It's kind of far away, and I don't think you would be able to hear. And it's also not plugged into my Windows PC. So it would require a lot of setup. But anyway, we're back. I'm back fishing. Let me set up, make sure that I have my 3D model set up. Let's see, avatar, the calibration T-pose as usual. You know, I used to do all this stuff off stream, and then after some time I decided, why would I waste my time doing that? Why not just do things on stream? Why not just set up while streaming? So let's see, let's calibrate, hold on. Let's edit the calibration. Okay, so I think last time I actually adjusted these, and I noticed that in the video my hands were clipping more than usual. So I think maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe I should not have done that. So instead I will set them back to normal. When I T-pose, oh wait, it still kind of works. I have the controller there. I got the head position. What if I just do this? Oh god. I don't even see. Okay, there's there's the VR headset. Okay, so I gotta put it right there. Right there. I guess I could also just reset it. There we go. That okay, is that, I don't know if that's better. See, the issue with having this model is that it will always clip into my body in some way. Right, if we compare this to like this guy, for example, right? This guy, if I T-pose, it looks like this guy, right? But if it's me specifically, I don't know. It's not built for this. It's simply not built for this. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, welcome everyone to Wednesday. It's Wednesday once again. Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome Duck, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Hamflow, welcome Feetman, welcome Nezu Hishisama, sorry, Nezu Hishima, and Sayani, welcome. Welcome to you all. You all are here today. The momentous stream after we proved that the bear was real. Welcome Rivisen. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so people that missed the last stream, we had this running thing where every time I would see a bear, I would be like, yo, the bear is over there, and no one would believe me. No one believed that the bear was real. But last week on Wednesday, we saw the bear over there, right? It was literally over there. I paused the game, I pulled up the extremely zoomed in camera, which apparently is not even that zoomed in. But I looked over there and you could see the bear. There is a clip on this channel. If you check the clip, it'll be there. And you'll see the bear. It'll be very zoomed in. You could see the bear over there. And you'll say, wow, I can't believe I ever doubted that Wolfie has seen the bear. The bear was real. Confirmed with my own eyes. So I think that's an end of an era. We might see the bear again. It might show up. What if I had like a bear camera? What if actually? What if I did that? What if I just had like? What if I just put that camera? I just pointed this thing like all the way over there. I don't think it can go that far, but if I could, that would be cool. Is it the cocaine bear? I don't know what that is. The Coca-Cola bear? The Coca-Cola polar bear? I think you're mixing up the two types of Coke. There's Coca-Cola and the other kind. And those are different. Didn't people say that Coca-Cola named their product that because it used to be made of cocaine? I don't know if that's true or that's like just some rumor that people said. You know, like something that people say on the schoolyard, and you have to believe it because there's no other way, right? The internet didn't exist. I mean, it did exist. People didn't really have access to it. So they're like, oh, yo, do you know they made Coca-Cola with real cocaine? And everyone's like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I have no reason to disbelieve this. But also, wouldn't that be really expensive? I don't know. It's the new movie about a bear in Knoxville who had 200 pounds of cocaine and then went on a rampage. That's a lot of cocaine. Like 200 pounds. What if the pounds was like the British currency though? 200 British currency of drug? I don't know. How does a bear even, like, how much does a bear weigh? Like 1,000 pounds? I don't know, 500 pounds? 700-pound bear? Actually, I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up. This is a stream where we can look stuff up. So I can actually check. We can actually check. How much does a bear weigh? 800 pounds. Wait, okay. Adult male black bear can weigh up to 600 pounds. Females up to 350 pounds. I see. Oh, there's like, okay, so brown bears weigh more than the black bears, okay. An adult male brown bear can weigh up to 1,200 pounds. Okay, look at that large bear. What about a grizzly bear? There's so many different types of bears. Any bear experts in chat? The bear that we saw last time, what kind of bear was that? Is that a brown bear? I don't know. Let's see, every time I think I know something, the internet makes me doubt. Yes. When you think you know something and then the internet is like, actually, this thing that you thought you knew is actually false. The coca in Coca-Cola was from coca leaf, which is cocaine. I did not know that. Have I seen a bear in real life? Probably like at the zoo. Right, you guys ever been to the zoo? They have bears in there. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. I distinctly remember asking, when was the last time you guys saw a bear? And then I was like, oh yeah, probably at the zoo. I don't think I put that in my notes, so I can't find which stream. However, I do remember I asked about this. But I have not seen a bear in the wild, though. Only in captivity, as most people. If you really think about it, aren't we in captivity? Aren't humans in captivity? Like, to society? Really says a lot. Really says a lot about society. We're keeping these animals in cages, but we're the real ones. We're the ones that are in cages. You go to work every day. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, let's see. Feetman says, I remember I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Is that where they invented the Gatling gun? And there were cops in the street because there was a brown bear just chilling, trying to get some food. Yo, like Yogi Bear. You guys remember Yogi Bear? That was a cartoon. There was Yogi, there was a small bear, and they just went around the campsite looking for food. As you know, bears love food. Let's see, we don't really have a zoo here, more like a crazy guy with a lot of animals. I mean, isn't that what a zoo is, though? A zoo is really just, like, just some guys who have animals, right? Like, what do you think the first zoo was? You ever think about this? The first guy to start a zoo, just like, hey, I got these animals in cages, you want to, like, charge people to look at them? Whose idea was that? He probably made so much money. Like, the first guy, like, think about the first guy who ever got a bear into a zoo. Right? They're like, how did, when was that? I don't even know. Also, welcome Tomakis. Right, how does that even happen? Someone's just like, you have to, like, collect enough animals, and then you, like, decide to open a thing to store the animals. And then you're like, well, if we're storing the animals, we might as well just let people come in. They have, like, petting zoos. Maybe a petting zoo was a thing before the zoos that we know today. Oh yeah, the bear was named Boo Boo. Let's see, in my language, bear literally starts with the letters N-I-E, which means no. Most bears do not exist. I mean, a lot of words start with the letter N-O, right? You can't just use that logic, right? The word nose starts with no. You can't just say all the words that start with no don't actually exist. Right, the word north. Does north not exist? Does Norway not exist? I think that logic is flawed. I think you just made this up. Cindy Bear. I don't remember that much about Yogi Bear, actually. I just remember it's a thing that existed, and I watched some of it as a kid. But I don't remember much about it other than that they just went around looking for food. Also, welcome Yenny Penny. Yogi Berra, the famous catcher for the Yankees, yeah. Yeah, that guy. He was sports. He was the sportsman. The only difference between stupidity and bravery is success. That man was brave. The man who started the first zoo. Actually, you know what? Let's look this up. Right? This is, of all the days that we can look stuff up, Wednesday is the most interactive. Because you can see me looking at the screen, typing things. Let's look up zoo. Just the word zoo. Whoa, we got a map of New York. General location doxed. New York, Staten Island Zoo, Central Park Zoo. Okay. I probably should have looked up zoo Wikipedia. Okay, we got this one, we got the zoo. There's gotta be like a history page, right? History. The predecessor of the zoological garden is the menagerie, which has a long history from the ancient world to modern times. It was revealed in 2009. The menagerie was from 3500 BCE. What is BCE versus BC? Okay, the animals include hippopotami, hartebeest, elephants, baboons, and wildcats. I see. Charlemagne had an elephant. Charlemagne the god? Okay, alright. What was the first zoo? What was the first zoo? The first modern zoo, built in 1793, opened in Paris. I see. So, it was either in Europe or France. Or Vienna. Where's Vienna? Was this ancient Egyptian site the world's first zoo? We will never know. We will simply never know. Really makes you think. Well, if he doesn't have a nose... Yeah, that's true. If you look at this... Where is it? There is not even there. It doesn't even exist. Either Europe or France. Did I say Europe? Sorry, I meant Egypt. Either Egypt or France. See you soon. What was that in reference to? Oh, the map? The map showing up? It's just like the northern part of Brooklyn / Manhattan. Let's see, there's more than 4 people in New York, it's true. A guy who celebrates Thanksgiving is American? No, but the map was of New York, though. A guy in New York. No, but New York is pretty big, though. There could be New York State. Most people, when they think of New York, they just think of New York City. And specifically, they think of Manhattan. Right? And people are like, New York, the Big Apple. They don't think about the fact that there's like a lot of stuff in the northern part of New York that it's like, it looks like this, right? Stuff that looks like this. You got a bunch of forests, a lot of like long highways. But people are like, they're like, oh yeah, New York, that's right, the Big Apple. It's Manhattan, but specifically like, usually specifically Midtown Manhattan. There's other parts, you got Brooklyn, you got Staten Island, you got the Bronx, which is far in the north, but not that far in the north. There's people in Long Island. Usually when people are from New York, but they're not from like New York City, and they're like, oh yeah, I live in Westchester, New York. I'm like, I don't know where that is. What is that? I don't even know. Like Albany? Okay, I know that's to the north. They got Buffalo. That's where they invented buffalo wings. Right, how do they get the buffaloes to grow wings? I never think about this. There's 2, what the, that's my hand. I know Spider-Man's there. Yes. Spider-Man. Batman as well, right? Batman is from Gotham City, but isn't Gotham just like a nickname for New York? I think so. I'm gonna move the chat window slightly higher up. I wish I could align this, right? Like when I move this up, it's like this. What if I jump? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna jump. Gotham is more like Chicago. No, Gotham is actually a nickname of New York. I'm pretty sure. Gotham, New York. New York actually exists in the DC universe. Oh yeah, wasn't Superman, like Superman is in the city of Metropolis or something? Isn't that also like based on New York? Let me look it up here. But this is a stream where I just look up stuff. Gotham. Gotham City. Gotham TV series, Gotham City. It is a fictional city known as the home of the superhero Batman. Which city is actually Gotham? New York City. That's right. Gotham City. It's on Wikipedia, so you know it's true. Gotham City, or simply Gotham, is a fictional city. Okay, New York though. New York. It is traditionally depicted as being located in the U.S. state of New York. New Jersey? Wait a second. Hold on, wait a second. Gotham City is traditionally depicted as being located in the U.S. state of New Jersey. Okay, it's actually in New Jersey. But it was primarily influenced by New York City. Finger chose the name Gotham so that the residents of any city could identify it. Finger? Who's that? Bill Finger? Guy named Finger? I see. Oh, Bill Finger, okay. He was the creator of, the city? Of Batman? I see. Oh, it also, okay, so it's depicted as being like in New Jersey, but it's based on, it has been filmed in Chicago, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, New York City, London, Hong Kong and Liverpool? That's wild. That's a lot of places. The Teen Titans are in New York. I see. Why do we always end up talking about superheroes for some reason? And I've mentioned, like, I don't really know superheroes, and yet we talk so much about them on these streams. That's why it's Heck, because it's New Jersey. Gotham and Metropolis are amalgams. Yes, exactly. When I think of amalgams, I think of Undertale. You guys know what I'm talking about, Undertale? Spoilers? Maybe it's spoilers. No, okay, Handful, you'll find out soon. You'll find out. In your Undertale playthrough, make sure to check out Hamflow's Undertale playthrough on twitch.tv/Hamflow, where you can unlock emotes such as Hamflow3 Pensive and Hamflow3 Wiggly. We need to do superhero movie watch-along? No. I've never done a watch-along stream. And I probably never will. Because I don't know, like, watch-alongs, you can't really... I guess you can talk, but, like... I don't know, it's more about, like, people watching the movie, and my reactions would just be like... Whoa. Whoa, look at that guy. Yo, that guy did this thing. Whoa, that was so cool, guys. You see that? You see that, guys? Whoa. Look at that. Whoa, this guy's jumping. Look at that guy. He's jumping. That's my watch along. Just put that audio over like any movie. Like literally any movie. And just pretend that we're doing a watch along. What if I did like a fake watch along where you guys can... Okay, well, actually, what if someone did like a watch-along where the streamer did not watch the movie, but everyone else was watching the movie, and the streamer would like pretend like they're watching the movie, and they would say, "Whoa, did you see that, guys? What was he doing?" And the viewers would be like, "Yo, how does he know?" And then at the end of the stream, the streamer would reveal that they were not actually watching the movie, but that they memorized it. Right, like that ProZD thing. You guys see that ProZD video where he recites like Peter Pan? he could probably do a watch along of Peter Pan, and not actually watch the movie himself. That's the new meta. Predict movie. Memorize a movie. Do a watch along. What movie can I recite? None of them. None of them. I don't even watch that many movies. His viewers could do a watch-along of him reciting the film from memory? Yeah. He has the timing down and everything. He released a new video recently of him trying 20 different things from Pizza Hut. I have yet to watch that video, but I'm sure I will. I watched the video where he tried 30 different items from Burger King or whatever. He said it was mid. I think I've seen most of his food videos. And we could do a watch along. What if I predict? We could predict his rankings. Okay, the chicken burger, I predict he's gonna give it a B, and then he says this is not so good. This is a C minus even. Pretty sure I could quote the entire New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars? Yo, Star Wars though? You guys ever seen Star Wars? I have. I've talked about that. I've talked about this so many times. Eventually, once you stream long enough, you end up just talking about the same things over and over again. But then you got new people. New people show up and they were like, I wasn't there when he started talking about this stuff. And then they watch it and they're like, this is literally the first time I've heard about this. But everyone else in chat is like, this is like the 10th time. Get some new material, streamer. And so I was thinking recently, so the streamer who I talk about many times, Northern Lion, he went on vacation the past week and a half-ish. He went on a cruise, But like every time, you know, like when streamers go on break, everyone's like, oh no, how am I gonna live without, you know, the streamer that I watch every day? Oh, I can't believe they're gone. What am I gonna do now? Watch some other streamer? No, no way. But anyway, for me, when he goes on break, everyone's like pogging because he will have a new anecdote. He'll have like a ton of stuff to talk about when he comes back, right? Like he went on a cruise and he was like, there was a fire on the boat and stuff like that. And it's like, if he'd never gone on vacation, he would just be at home. You just talk about like whatever the heck. But you know, when the streamer gets a break, right? When they do something besides just streaming, they can go out into the world. And then when they come back, they'll have like, you know, 50 billion stories to talk about. And that's a lot more interesting, right? Like if I only did streaming as my job, right? And then I didn't have my other work, then I wouldn't have all this interesting stuff. I mean, okay, so recently I haven't had that much interesting stuff to talk about with work because my work is actually fine. But you know, back then, when my job was awful, I had so much stuff to talk about. So, you know. Breaks, I miss my Poe. Yeah, when she comes back though, think about all the stories. She'll have many stories to tell. Think about when Vesper comes back, right? He was on like 2-week suspension. When he comes back, think of like all the stuff he's gonna have to say. He'll be like, oh, I took a bike, I rode my bike to the mountain, and I looked down and I saw a snail, and the snail blah blah blah, I don't know. Right? When streamers go on break, they got cool stuff to do. They have reasoning. They'll come back refreshed, recharged, and they'll have content. Right? You think when they go on vacation, they just think like, whoa, we got content. You see like something cool and you're like, I'm gonna remember this. This is something to talk about on stream. What happened to Vesper? We don't know. He was suspended for 2 weeks for something. I don't know. I don't know. He'll be back. Probably. Imagining him just immediately taking off on his bike after being suspended is really funny. Didn't he do that though? I remember hearing a story of him talking about how, like, in one of his jobs he got so fed up. One day he just like, he didn't tell anybody he was leaving. He just like took a bike and like rode it like for a very long time. and then he got back and everything was fine. Yeah, that, yeah. Sometimes I hope 4chan is right for Vesper. What did they say? You guys read 4chan? I don't. I know Hamflo does. Hamflo talks about 4chan sometimes on his streams. What's everyone saying about Vesper? That man. Actually, maybe I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. You don't tell me about this stuff. I like to stay away from that website. A lot of various things. The ... says a lot. It's really saying a lot. And so I will pretend that I did not ask this question. Welcome, Denchi. I post on Wolfchan all the time. No, probably best not to mention. Okay, you know what? Forget I asked. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I'm sure you got a fan fiction. No. Twitter is enough crazy for me. Yeah, Twitter though. Twitter is a lot. Secret Wolfie board / Wolfie. I don't know. I don't even know. But yeah. Who knows what he's doing? I certainly don't. That Vesper. He'll come back. He'll have a lot of stories to tell. Welcome, Zoli. Wonder where this Twitter thing... Nothing's happening to Twitter. Everyone's... I talk about this. This is like the 5th time I talked about Twitter. You know, everyone's like, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to Hive. I'm gonna go to co-host. I'll go back to Tumblr. And then I'm just on Twitter. I see them back on Twitter. No one's gonna leave. Until the site really dies, like, no one's gonna do anything. I heard people saying like, oh man, the signs are on the wall, I'm leaving, you can find me here. and then like 2 days later, they're like, they just started like posting as if they didn't leave. Never leaving. Like, what's the deal with Hive? I'm still trying to write my own ActivityPub compliant server of my own, and I have a better idea of how to do it now. Like, I started writing it, but there's all this other stuff that's annoying, that's unrelated to Federation, like, you know, permissioning and stuff like that. I'm gonna write my own thing where you just own your own server, right? It's you, yourself, and your own accounts. And no one else's content besides the people that you follow or that they talk to. So it'll make things much simpler. And then I'm gonna make it so they can run it on like the most minimal hardware possible. And so if you want to buy your own domain, start your own thing, you could do it. There's things that exist that do it. But I'm gonna write it myself so that I'm in complete control. And as long as I'm willing to keep that server up, you know, is good enough. Let's see, like removing lewd stuff off Tumblr, but recently learned that Tumblr plans to implement ActivityPub. It does, yeah. Tumblr mentioned that, and they also, I think Flickr also mentioned that. Flickr, the site where people upload photos, they also mentioned an interest in implementing ActivityPub. I mean, they could do it. The issue would then be that, like, they're just sending requests to random servers. That's just, it's gonna require a lot of... It's like not a lot of work, but then, you know, someone's server could go down, you gotta decide how to handle that. You gotta handle permissioning properly. There's a lot of complications. Let's see, I saw a guy who was That's My Hive, by the way, and 2 days literally, he had a breakdown of how bad Hive is. I don't even know how, like, people started, how they found out about Hive. Like, the first time I heard of it was when Denchi mentioned it on one of my streams. Right? He was like, oh yeah, he signed up for a co-host in a Hive, and I was like, what the heck is Hive? I don't even know what Hive is. But it's like an iOS only. They have like an Android beta. Yeah, well, how can I remember this thing but you don't? I was talking about... You did. It might have been like on a fishing stream. It might have been like 2 weeks ago. And I feel like it probably was. Right, I was talking about Twitter dying, and then you were like... You mentioned that you signed up for co-host and Hive. And then I said, what the heck is Hive? I've never heard of that. But then after that, I looked it up on Twitter. I didn't look it up on Twitter. I saw people on my timeline posting about Hive. And I was not interested. But like, I don't know, like you have to trust them with your data. And I'm like, who are these people? Never heard of this website ever. Let's see, Wolfie's Mastodon seems really clean. Yeah, I closed registrations. I don't want people using it. I no longer want to host and moderate other people's content. Just my own. And so most of the users on there are Japanese Aikatsu fans, and that's cool. That's fine. I actually upgraded the instance, not the instance. This past weekend, so I run it on DigitalOcean. I'm using their hosted Kubernetes offering. Also, this is really boring for anyone who's not like a developer or system administrator or DevOps guy, but DigitalOcean has this thing where every few months you have to upgrade your Kubernetes cluster because they remove support for like anything older than the last 3 versions. And so I had to upgrade, twice, but it actually went really smoothly. I didn't have to do much. We had like a few seconds of downtime, but that was cool. I was looking into hosted Postgres instances, but those end up being too expensive. It's too expensive for me. Anyway, okay. Zoli says, I got co-hosts for fun, but I haven't decided to not look at Mastodon instances. Haven't decided to not look at it. Okay, so the option is open. You could run your own. I recommend if you're gonna run your own thing, don't run Mastodon. Mastodon is really heavy. It's written in Ruby, You need, so to set up Mastodon, you need Ruby on Rails, you need Postgres, you need Redis, you need to run a web worker, you need to run a thing for streaming, you need to run a thing for I don't even remember. There's like 5 other components. A thing for processing jobs, task queue. You gotta run a bunch of other stuff. There's many more lightweight instances you can look into. The issue is like, if you choose Pleroma, sorry, this is too much. This is too much information. If you choose Pleroma, which is one of the alternatives, the unfortunate with that is like the people that write that are known for being right-wing, alt-right people, so maybe don't use that one. But there's you could use Misskey, that's written in Node.js, that's pretty slow. You can use if you want to write your own, if you want to run your own instance, you could use micropub or microblog.pub. That one just it's Python, but it uses a what's that thing called? SQLite database. It stores all your files locally. Sorry, this is too much. This is too much information. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I have too much knowledge on this stuff. Okay, let's see. The whole we might randomly block an instance I care about is annoying. Yeah, you got that. That's why if you host your own instance, you can block whoever you want. You're in control. Everyone I know made impersonation troll accounts on Hive. Look, I've never used Hive. I don't know like what it's like. It is weird to me that it's like app only, right? And they also prioritize iOS mostly. Like they had the same issue with this a while back. There's this app for voice only communication. I already forgot what it was called. But I think it's whatever Twitter Spaces copied it from. They had that. And that was like iOS only for the most part. But I feel like if you need like a network to really pick off, you need to have web support. You can't just have it be app only. Because then someone's gonna click a link and they're like, oh, you can't see this, you gotta sign up for the app. And then everyone's like, I'm not doing that. Let's see, Denchi says, I'd be too spooked to sign up for small personal Mastodon instances. You just make your own. I don't like signing up for things, so I don't have any accounts. Use Twitter without an account for the longest time. You could use a password manager. Well, you probably do. I don't know. I'm gonna assume you use a password manager. You guys should use a password manager. There are indeed too many dependencies. Let's see. Always fun when the authors of open source stuff put their politics into the project. Yes. It's very true. I mean, even Mastodon is pretty political, but you know, it's like left wing, which correlates with my belief systems better than the alternatives, and so I'm like, that's fine. But then there's other ones of people that don't know. My microblog is high into index.html. What? But you gotta have that deployed somewhere. I actually am able to follow despite being incompetent at doing specific stuff. Oh yeah, Clubhouse. Yeah, that's what it's called. Clubhouse. Do people still use that? It came out of nowhere, and everyone was like, "Yo, we love Clubhouse. We gotta have voice communication." And then like, nothing happened with it. Right? Clubhouse is dead. I don't know. Yeah, let's all go to TikTok. Everyone just go to TikTok. We're making TikToks now. Political. The entire free open source software environment swings left wing. It's true. I need to install a password manager on my iPhone. I use, what was the name of the one I use? Strongbox? I recommend that one. Well, okay, this assumes you use KeePass, which I do, to keep your passwords. I use it. Then she says, still hate it. One of the things I dislike most about big open source projects, people get so aggressive about it. Everyone has their opinions. And it's only when you're if your opinions infringe on the rights of others. You know, I'm gonna stop talking about it. It's too much. It's too much. We can't start talking about this. Politics in software. It's a very controversial issue. On both sides. On all 3 sides. On all 10 sides of the issue. There's a billion of them. Also, welcome Stream Panic. Thank you, Lofkey, for the gift sub to Hamflow. Poggers. Let's see. I haven't heard Clubhouse app mentioned in forever, except for Clubhouse games. Yeah, imagine if they made Clubhouse games. The only time I ever see Clubhouse games is like when VTubers collab, right? I don't see that game, like no one's just out here playing Clubhouse games by themselves. That game exists solely as a way for VTubers to collab with each other. It's also true for me. The only time I played Clubhouse games was when I collabed with Toaster. Right, that was literally the only time I ever opened that game. The only time. And we had that legendary moment where Pomu was in chat at the time. When we were playing Yacht Dice. That was cool. Let's see, TikTok, I like China not owning my data. Only America gets my data. But America, they sell your data to everyone. No, you can't. See, everyone says that. It's key, it's like key and then pass, okay? It's not that. That's not what you said. Clubhouse Penguin. Yo, what if they made Club Penguin, but on the blockchain? They should do that. Someone should get on this. All the kids, they love blockchain. They love Club Penguin. Think of all the Club Penguin NFTs you could make. What the? Also, this is a joke, by the way. This is satire. Don't actually do that. As someone who is slightly, very slightly Chaos Computer Club adjacent, I don't know what that is. Chaos Computer Club. That sounds like a video game. That sounds like an indie game. Chaos Computer Club. It's the perfect collab game. Yacht Dice. Yeah. Yacht Dice is pretty cool. Sorry, you meant Clubhouse games. I bought Clubhouse and have yet to play more than an hour. I don't think people play that game online except with people that they already know, right? Like if you go on Clubhouse games, the public lobbies, I'm pretty sure like you got like one other person on. Same thing for Nintendo Switch Sports. Is anyone still playing that? Like I bought that when it came out. I streamed it for like quite a few streams. But I don't know if people are still playing that. I think their reasoning for like spacing out their updates was like they're gonna add golf at some point, and they're hoping it'll get people back into the game. Like I forgot that game existed until like I was watching a Hamflow stream and he was talking about how he was like considering getting Clubhouse games at some point because they were adding golf. Why is my hand doing this? Is my controller like running out of batteries? What's happening? What's happening? Come on. What? Can I check my... Oh, no, okay. That was weird. That was really weird. Imagine in real life you do this, and like in real life your hand just starts going up into the sky. Wait, they added golf yesterday? I didn't hear about this at all. No one has ever taught... Like, see, they add stuff and no one even talks about it, and they don't even know. They simply don't even know. Minecraft blockchain? They do have blocks. I think actually Minecraft, the developers of Minecraft actually spoke out against NFTs and stuff like that, right? They specifically put a message out there like, we do not think NFTs are good. I forgot what they said, but they specifically said something about NFTs. They did, yeah, they did. Actually, yeah, I remember Denshi talked about it. It was on one of my streams even, I think. Maybe even a fishing stream. I vaguely remember this. That was cool. Let's see. Slightly 37C3 was a CCC member. I don't even know what that is. What is Chaos Computer Club? I bought a cheap 4K monitor during Black Friday. It's amazing. How much is cheap? What do you consider as cheap? I only play when Wolfie streams it. Yeah, I haven't streamed it. I haven't streamed it in months. Did the music just stop? Yeah, we're changing the station. 100.3. Lo-Fi Volume 6. I was never a member, but I was at 34C. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what Chaos Computer... Okay. Chaos Computer Club is a major German hacker organization. Focus on social implications. What are these numbers? This is the time when the chat starts saying things that I don't know about, right? It's like when I start talking about technology and people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the opposite. You guys are saying things and I'm like, what the heck? And there's multiple people that know. Also, good night, Cyane. Have job talks tomorrow. Steve Jobs. Both of these jobs. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully it's good. $200 for a monitor? That sounds pretty good. 4K monitor for $200? That's probably good. The monitor that I'm using, I've had it for probably over 15 years. It still is right there. It still works. It doesn't have HDMI input. I have I don't even remember what it's called, like VGA. I have like a converter. Also, welcome Uru to Oval. You've 100% seen some of their talks at their conventions on YouTube. 34th Chaos Communication Congress, which is like a convention. Oh, VGA? Yeah, VGA. Is this... Wait, hold on. Is this the right thing? What is VGA? I'm pretty sure it's VGA. Not Video Game Award. Oh, yeah, I have this one, yeah. My monitor that I use for my computer. It uses VGA. I have like a converter to go from this to HDMI. It's fine. It works. It was maybe like 20 years ago. 15 years ago? I don't know. It's been a while. Alright, what are you guys talking about? Computer Chaos What is it? Chaos Computer Club? What is it? Is this gonna put me on like a watch list of some sort? Is the government going to start monitoring me? They're probably already monitoring me. It's Europe's largest association of hackers. 7K registered members. I see. Oh, that's why the Germans know about it. That's why, okay, that's why Denchi knows about it. That's why, that's why Zoli, you're from Germany, right? I remember. The German thing. I see, okay. They got a pirate. Is that the One Piece? They host the annual Chaos Communication Congress. When the event was held in the Hamburg Congress Center in 2013. I see. Crypto party, BTX hack, GSM hack, phone authentication, Apple Touch ID. I don't know. I don't know if I have ever heard of this. Do they do demo scene stuff? That's a totally different thing. It's unrelated. Let's see. Wealthy, you have a job? I do, but like my monitor works fine. Why would I buy new stuff when my existing stuff works fine? Right, this swivelly chair that I have right now, this one right here that you can see right here, this one. I've had it for like 20 something years. That desk that my monitor is on, I've had it for at least 20 years. Everything in my room. Why would I get new stuff if old stuff works fine? Of course it works, but it's like using a Nokia. No, but like, it's got 1080p, it can do 60 frames per second. Like, what else can you need? What else do you want? I only need 1080p. It's fine. I can't even perceive more than 1080p 60 frames per second. Watch some console hacking from that convention, like PS4s. They hack a PS5. It had a shader showdown. I see. The demo scene stuff. It's like hacker in the initial meeting. So there's a lot of maker related stuff. Like people making LED cubes and remote controls and planes. 4K 144 hertz. Welcome, Props Not Jack. That's too much. 4K though? When will I ever need 4K? I'm gonna need to like scale up everything like really huge. The human eye can't see faster than 12 FPS. I think you made that up. I think you and Hamflow made up these numbers. 12 FPS is for traditional animation on 2s. And isn't your headset in 4K? I don't know. It's in 2K probably, right? I'm pretty sure this headset has higher resolution than my actual monitor. But also the fact that it's like right up in front of my face. Yeah, on 2s, because animation is usually 24 frames per second. And so when you animate on 2s, you have one frame, one thing for 2 frames. And so it's like effectively 12 frames per second. 480 is a real number. Yeah, but 480i, that's imaginary. That's an imaginary number. Right? You learn about imaginary numbers in school. The I makes it imaginary. On 2s. 480i squared. Do you guys ever hear about e to the negative pi I? What is that, like -1? I don't even remember. Like when you guys were in high school and they taught you about like calculus or whatever, you ever had that one kid who's like, they knew all the tricks, and they're like the teacher. I was gonna say professor. We don't call them that. A teacher. When the teacher is like, oh yeah, you guys know, do you ever think about what e to the negative pi I is? And the one kid is like, I know, I know, it's this. And then they knew about derivatives as well, right? They were, okay, so when we were in high school, we were in calculus, and you know, they're teaching you how to do derivatives manually, you know, using Riemann sums and all. You guys remember that? Riemann sums? We were doing that. You do like a limit to infinity, you do all this stuff. One of the kids, the people that knew derivatives, they were like, oh man, can't believe we're doing this. Can't wait until we get to like the real derivatives, when you take the exponent and you put it down and then you multiply. And then when we finally got to it, they were like, oh frick, yo, this is what I've been talking about. It's so cool. And I did think it was cool. It was actually like, whoa. When you take the derivative, all you have to do is put the number like in the exponent and you multiply the number on the base, and then you do all this stuff. I thought it was really cool. Because pi radians on a unit circle, okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember a single thing from uni calculus class. I don't remember. I remember like the concepts. I don't remember the actual math. Like I remember what derivatives are useful for. Right? It's like the rate of change of something. It's like that's how like velocity is the rate of change of position or something. Oh all this stuff. Welcome, Xjob. Forgot all this stuff. Brain is now Swiss cheese. But Swiss cheese has the holes in it. And that makes it not smooth, right? You know when you have like a smooth brain? It's apparently not good. Well, the Swiss cheese is less smooth than regular cheese. Other cheese. And so that means it's smarter. Probably. Other than FFTs. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics. You guys remember Final Fantasy Tactics? Otherwise known as Fast Fourier Transforms. Or Fourier. You could say Fourier Transform, but you'd be wrong. I don't really remember FFTs. I just remember that they, that they exist. I don't remember what they're used for. Let's see, I wish I didn't need to relearn linear algebra every time. When do you need to know linear algebra? Like, I know if you do game dev, right? You have to do, like, matrix multiplication sometimes. But besides that, where are you using linear algebra? I simply don't know. Lofky, thank you for the gifted sub to Zoe. Why are you gifting so many subs? What's going on? You guys get paid recently? I did get an email that was like, yeah, it's the 30th of the month, so this is, people get paid on the 15th and the 30th usually? Or whatever, I don't know. I've been thinking of trying to keep a diary in hopes that my brain gets better at remembering things. Yo, let's go. You should use, what are you using? Are you using like a physical piece of paper? Like a physical book? You should use Logseek. I did a whole stream where I talked about Logseek. And I've still been using it. I tried splitting physical paper. Alright, you know what, never mind. That's so outdated. Imagine using physical paper. I haven't written anything on physical paper in like a long time. Computer graphics, yeah, that's like game dev adjacent. Oh yeah, machine learning, okay, yeah, images, okay, you're right. Linear algebra. Math course. Denchi got paid today. Does the App Store, like, okay, so Denchi obviously works on B2 Studio, but that's like, so they have it on Steam, iOS, and Android. Do those, they also pay you like on the 30th of every month? Like once a month or whatever? All of them? At the same time? Logseek, yeah, Log-SEQ. The SEQ stands for sequence. Yeah, so I still use Logseek for work, and also for my own stuff, and I think it's been really useful so far. Right, it helps me remember stuff, and like when I have two different Logseek, they call them graphs. I have two different Logseek graphs, one for work and one for personal stuff. And then recently I was thinking of like splitting my stream stuff out of my personal Logseek graph, and then I was like, you know what? No, it's too much effort. Then I can't link the two, right? Sometimes in my personal thing, I write about this. Oh, this day I watched this stream. I watched this video, and then sometimes I reference those in my streams, and then I just do like a block reference. And so if I moved all the streaming stuff to its own separate Logseek thing, then it's harder to link stuff. But I don't know. Tim Apple sent you a check. The billions of dollars being sent to Denchisoft for inventing VTube Studio. Thank you, Tim Apple. Apple and Steam pay around the same. Sorry, pay around the end of the month, 1 month delayed. Plus or minus 1 week. And Google roughly the middle of the month. It's weird that they're, why are they so offset? Why do they do that? Their privacy policy is too vague. For what? Apple? Google? Who's there? Their privacy policy? Apple's? The physical paper Logseek, it's self-hosted. You just download it. You're not like uploading your files anywhere. You don't need what privacy policy? You're not sending it's everything. It's just on your computer. It's just markdown files. It's open source. It's not in the cloud. I use Dropbox for that. You can sync it yourself. It's like saying oh yeah, I can't believe KeePass XC doesn't have a privacy policy. Right? What do you need one for? It's just your own thing. It's like saying SQLite doesn't have a privacy policy. You know, SQLite, it's just a file. It's just a database in a file. Sometimes it's even embedded. Sometimes there isn't even a file. Unless it's LaTeX. Someone out there probably does write their diary in LaTeX. What if your house burns down? What if you die in your sleep? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is that a threat? Is Denchi threatening me? What if you die in your sleep? Let's see, I set up SyncThing for syncing. Not sure if it was the right call instead of using a cloud though. For distributing my key file. I use SyncThing to sync things. That's in the name. I use SyncThing to sync things between my my Windows and Mac on the same network. But that's all I use it for. It's like when I take a screenshot in on my Windows, then it'll be on my Mac as well. I use Dropbox. So welcome Churl GM. What if I pushed you? I'd like to see you try. Where I'm digital right now. This is not even real. You can't even. This is a single player game. You can't even come in here and push me. It's literally not even supported by the protocol. This is not even in the metaverse. This is just my own personal instance of the lake for myself. I should write my diary in LaTeX so that I don't despair when I write my thesis. Finally. What is that like? Have you guys written theses? Theses? That sounds weird. Theses? I've never. Anyone here in your master's or whatever? Your PhD? Yeah, that's why I thought it sounded weird. Denchi did. Denchi did something. He said something. He took a class, something related to FPGAs, but that was not his major. Dissertation. What are they deserted about? It's pretty rad. You remember? That's right. I remember so many things. Right. If you say things on my stream, I will probably remember it. I took a class on FPGAs and didn't pass it. Okay, I can't guarantee that I'm gonna remember like this specific thing. But maybe I will, and then you'll be like 2 years from now, you'll come back. I'll still be on this lake. We'll have seen like 20 bears already. And then you'll be like, hey Wolfie, long time no see. And I'm like, I remember you. You're the guy who failed your FPGA class. And then you're like, oh shoot. How did he know? Yeah, remember the time. How do I opt out about being remembered? These streams are not covered by GDPR or CCPA. You can't ask to have your data revoked from my brain because this is virtual. Imagine you could do that though. Imagine you could submit like a CCPA/GDPR takedown to force someone to like forget about something. That's what the Men in Black do. You guys remember that movie? When they had the thing, they pull it up and they cause people to forget stuff. They're simply enforcing privacy policies. when the consumers ask to have their data deleted, someone just makes you delete. Did they ask though? No, but someone else asked. Someone asked them to revoke the data that was being persisted. They ensure that privacy is protected. Alright, okay. It's easy, you gotta use those fields and program the gate arrays. I did not take any classes on FPGAs, but as an electrical engineer, I did have other people that were in different tracks who did take FPGA classes. And I don't even know what they are. But Denchi knows. I can send to Wolfie tracking. Yeah, inherently, if you ever comment on my stream, it's like clicking the cookie policy on a website. Right? By viewing the stream, you accept the terms and conditions that you may be remembered by the streamer. You are now consciously blinking and also consciously breathing, and also the position of your tongue in your mouth or whatever. I don't know, whatever. All that stuff. Manually. You're now manually doing everything. Not like this. We used a VHDL, which is like normal programming, just more annoying. I don't know what that is. You're not thinking about XOR? What's everyone's favorite binary operation? Your favorite what's everyone's favorite bitwise operator? VHDL. Okay, now the chat is talking about stuff that I don't know. We got Verilog. We got NAND, XOR. I like bit shifting. That is a cool bitwise operator. Wait, that's not a bitwise operator. That actually works on multiple bits. So disregard I said that. I think XOR is pretty cool. I used System Verilog. I don't know what this is. You guys are, this is too advanced for me. The rare time when chat is too, they talk about stuff that I don't know about. I'm like, whose stream it is? My stream. Okay, let me drink water. It's been it's been over an hour. This is the sign to hydrate. You guys also hydrate. You gotta hydrate, okay? You guys see my bitrate turned red? Why is it red? Why is it so red? What's going on? What's happening? It's back to green. Alright, let's see. Who actually likes System Verilog Lamau? Hey, don't bully other people in chat about their whatever the heck Verilog is. Finally, we get to bully Wolfie. No. It will never happen. System Verilog like System C without... I don't know. Wolfie said VHDL. I don't even know what that is. I'm just... these are just letters. You guys are gaslight. What if you guys all just like collaborated and said like, we're gonna make up this thing. We're gonna call it a VHDL. We'll go on stream and start talking about it. Pretend everyone knows about it. And then the streamer asks like what it is, and like, oh, you don't know, you don't know VHDL. Oh my god, we all know about VHDL. We literally all majored in VHDL related things. It turns red when I'm looking. No, it's green. I like how the moment I said no, the stream froze. The stream does that sometimes. Sometimes the stream just like, it just does stuff. It just becomes strange. I'm just memeing because sysverilog is new and improved Verilog. But it's often not used in industry. I mean, isn't it? It's like hard to get changes in the industry sometimes. Because there's a compliance. I don't even know what this is about. It's like Verilog, they did some POG stuff at the Institute, transforming normal C++ code. Professors told us System Verilog is going to be the newfangled thing. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. You guys ever, so when I was in college, they, in one of my programming courses, they taught us, Subversion. You guys remember Subversion? Like GitHub existed, but it wasn't like that well used. And so, professor was like, yo, here's this thing called SVN. You're gonna use this, we're gonna learn about it. And then I was so confused. And then he mentioned there's a thing called Git that exists. But he doesn't know much about it, so he can't teach us. And then we didn't learn about it. And then I learned about Git, and I was like, this is so much easier than SVN. Sorry, this is people that don't do programming. We're alienating all the viewers that don't do programming. Come on, guys. You gotta think about this. You gotta be inclusive. You gotta have people gotta understand. When the streamer just starts saying things, when everyone in chat is like, yeah, totally. See, look, think about Hamflow. Look, he's here. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. System Verilog is the new JavaScript. Is that that sounds like a bad thing then? Wolfie is subverting chat. CV Hazmat, is that a better Twitch TV emote? I don't even know what that looks like. Uto still uses SVN for some things at work. Doesn't Google use SVN or was that something else? Or they're like using, they use like Git, but then it's like a one huge repository with everyone's code in the entire company. And they have their own custom thing. Mercurial, I never used it, but that was a thing that existed. I don't know. Git is perfectly fine. Yeah, SVN is Subversion. But I don't, I don't really get it. We are alienating each other through subfields that the others don't know about. Imagine talking about that word. How do you pronounce that word? Is it like, it's like what I think it is? There's a Vim plugin called that though. They call it the, I don't even remember. It's the theorem solver, right? It's for solving the SATs. No, I'm kidding. Chat alienated everyone who doesn't know hardware languages, the stream and FPGAs. Gonna learn code so I can be smart enough to watch Wolfie. There's gotta be like, so I wonder, there's like VTubers that specifically do programming, and which mainstream streamer do you think has the most amount of people that are software developers? I don't know, I guess it would be hard to quantify that. There's gotta be like someone somewhere who doesn't specialize in like streaming that kind of stuff. Me? No, I don't think so. Probably someone else. Percentage or total? Well, I guess like percentage, it'd be easy if you have like a small number of viewers, but like, I don't know. Anthony writes code. Who's that? What does he do? Who is this Anthony? What code does he write? Totals, probably any of the bigger ones. Yes. Germa? I think Germa. There's gotta be like they gotta come up at some point with like a corporate VTuber who specializes in like programming, right? It has to happen someday. I know actually Shu Yamino from Neji Sanji. I think he did a stream once where he like started talking about programming. And some people were like, yo, what he knows, he used to code, that's Pog. Something like that. Loading line. I don't know, maybe. It sounds so stressful. To watch, not to stream. Oh, Flake 8. Isn't Flake 8 the Python Python linting tool or whatever? PyTest Tox. I don't know. Yeah, Null Pointer Live, they do programming. They have the Asahi Linux developer on there. They have one that's making a Live 2D alternative that's compatible on Linux systems as well. It's called Inochi 2D instead of Live 2D. Get it, guys? Inochi, it means life or whatever. Yeah, that one. That one. Actually, I saw Asahi Lina in another streamer that I'm subscribed to on YouTube called Cyan Nyan. She does programming streams, and I saw Lina in that chat. She was doing a stream where she was installing Arch Linux or something, and everyone was backseating. Like, oh yeah, no, you just mount the Etsy fstab, whatever. There was a lot of people. Live 2D not on Linux. I mean, actually, VTube Studio does work on Linux via whatever that thing was called. I forget. I haven't used Linux in so long. Whatever compatibility thing, you know, Wine. It works in Wine. Don't try it, yeah. But Paperbag, yeah, Paperbag channel, Paperbag_ch. He streams on Linux, and he does use VTube Studio sometimes, and it does work to a certain extent. Somehow. I'm surprised like it works enough that people could stream with it. Because normally there's issues. You know? This is weird to me, people being ex-programmers. I see streamers having it in their bio. Ex-programmers? I mean, once you're a programmer, you're literally programming right now in your brain. You guys are programming thoughts to process words from streams internally. We're simply, if you think about it, we're simply an implementation of a neural network or whatever. There's so much weird graphical stuff in Scuffed WinAPI, I don't see how it could ever properly work. But it does, somewhat. It works enough that, you know, I don't know. I probably wouldn't use it though on Linux. But then again, nothing's ever targeted to Linux, right? You got people writing software. It's always for Windows, sometimes for Mac, very rarely for Linux. But I guess with the Steam Deck though, I guess gaming works better on Linux than it does on Mac. Due to whatever magic it is that Valve is doing. It's in D. Yeah, the D language. It's like C except one letter more. Mac already has 0.01% of users. Linux would be 0.00001. Yes. Yes, Proton. Yes, that's right. I remembered. I just chose not to say it. In fear of alienating more people. It's hard to justify native builds. Yeah. I'm like the one Mac user that Denshi knows that uses VTube Studio. Personally, I mean you probably know of other VTubers in the Discord that use VTube Studio on Mac. But I'm the most vocal, right? If something's broken, I'll be like, yo, Denshi, it's broken. And then he's like, oh shoot, I didn't test this because why would I test this? It doesn't. I just assume it'll work. Nope. D is more political than Go. It is. There was like the whole I don't know that much about it. The D programming language. I did see, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about it. They do have stuff. They do have stuff going on in their community. Like I learned apparently like the Scala D, the programming language, both of D's. Welcome Toaster. Apparently the Scala programming community is also pretty toxic, but I never really looked into it. Sometimes I see posts that are like, why are Scala devs so toxic? And I'm like, I don't even know anyone who programs in Scala. I literally just like, besides the people at my job, like I didn't know people even used it. I sort of heard of some recent yeah, there's the whole something about Nazis, right? One of the D programming language maintainers or something, they were like, we don't care who uses our software. It'd be fine if we had Nazis in the community or something like that. I don't know, not my words. This is also not a specific quote. I might just be forgetting. But anyway, I don't know. That's what I read. I'm not going further into this. How can a programming language be toxic? It's more about like the community, right? It's like the developers of the official channels or whatever. The moderators. It's always about moderation. That's why I hate being a moderator. I would rather not moderate. Let someone else do the moderation. Right, that's why my Discord, you literally can't even talk on my Discord. Because I don't want to moderate people. You guys, if you want to talk, you do it somewhere else. People who are toxic about programming languages are not real software engineers. What do you mean? Everyone makes fun of JavaScript. Many Twitter projects are in Scala. It's like Haskell for JVM, you mean? Yeah, Twitter has their own implementation of futures in Scala, and everyone hates it. At my old company, someone who wanted to interview, or someone that interviewed here, started talking about how their company used like Twitter futures in Scala, and he was like, "It's freaking awful." And I asked him about it, and he's like, "No, just don't even ask me about it. I literally don't even want to talk about it." Welcome, Mr. Good Cat Gaming. Bear confirmed. Yeah, check out the previous stream. Check out the VOD. Either that or they have a really high position in their company. The programming language toxicity. I think most of their projects are in Scala. Twitter? Probably, yeah. Discord mods, SMH Discord mods. Imagine being a Discord mod, though. It's like too much effort. I would rather not. Why can't people should just behave. And then I don't have to moderate at all. You can type in React emotes. Oh yeah, when you post a message in like the announcements channel, you always get people like using letters as reactions. And I know some Discords that have reactions disabled on announcement posts because, you know, anyone can just, you know, put like a word in there. Questionable words. Like a bear. I don't have to moderate Archaea official Discord because I'm an admin and have a team of mods to do it for me. Do Are the mods paid? Do you pay your mods? Or are they volunteers? I remember like back then, like, oh no, I'm surprised how many people do moderation like for free. Right, you know, like on Stack Overflow, everyone, like all the moderators, they're doing this for free. Yeah, they're volunteers, exactly. They're doing free work for your company. Not even being paid. Right, back in the days of like forums and stuff like that, you know, those mods weren't paid. It's just like, oh, I use this website, I might as well be a mod. I think Reddit mods also, like, they don't get paid. They're just there. I don't know. Haskell devs are also toxic. What? I saw 3 pixels and it's a no. Literally, there's a clip of it. The one from the other day where you showed it in Nessie. Look, it's probably the most viewed clip on my channel. Me when I found the bear. I used to be mod on a couple of Discord servers. On one I dropped, the other one I barely visit since I became admin. I don't know. It's too much effort, right? Because like, someone can just some bad actor can just go into the server and start like spamming images and all this stuff, and then everyone's like, "Oh no, please, can you ban this guy?" You got spam bots that show up. You gotta get rid of them. It's too much. I see moderator on resume. Wait, resumes for what? I think some people who play World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14, like, and they're at like end game stuff where they do raids and stuff like this. Sometimes people put that on their resume because like it does take a lot of effort to manage a guild in an online game. But like, I feel like unless the person reviewing your resume plays that game and is aware of how much effort it takes, I think it's more of a detriment. They're like, oh, this guy, they put a game on their resume. SMH, look at this guy. But also, like, it would be weird if I got someone's resume and they were like, you know, I was the leader of the top World of Warcraft guild. We did the first clear of whatever boss thanks to my coordination. It does take a lot of effort. However, I think to someone who's not familiar with it, it just looks weird to have that on your resume. And even if I did know about it, I would just be like, okay, that's cool, but like, so what? So what? Okay. What if I'm doing this and I'm like, okay, well, if you are the top guild and we have an emergency production issue and you're out here, would you prioritize your guild? Right? They probably would. They probably would. Let's see, on smaller servers it's whatever when you generally care and can read every message anyway. Yes. I don't pay attention to most Discords that I'm in. As soon as I join them, I mute them. Occasionally I'll check some of them. Like, I check the Karagi Discord sometimes. Not as much as I used to, but sometimes. Also, that Discord's pretty slow nowadays. See, there's always the risk of something like the Phasmophobia situation. What happened with Phasmophobia? I did not hear about this one. Also, I don't think I said welcome, Bobomu. Welcome. 30 KD. COD. Call of Duty. COD the fish. 30k COD. You literally have to deal with the fact that 7/8 of failures are caused by your teammates and not lose your S for hundreds of hours straight. Yes, I am aware that people are very invested in guilds and that it takes a lot of effort to complete difficult content. It requires a lot of coordination. What if someone put like League of Legends on their resume though? They're like, oh, my team, my League of Legends team has the top. I don't even know what the metrics are. The top number of bot lanes. I don't know what did they say in League of Legends. It has the most points in the Platinum League. Thanks to my continued efforts. Moderation of Discord servers is very interesting. It is a social experience. Yeah, but I don't want to experience it. Don't make me do that. Sees League of Legends on the resume, are you alright? They'll say no. Definitely not. In fact, many things are wrong. Not even just guilds having people who don't click through active time maneuvers. I don't know what that is. My mods will never betray me because I only choose people who secretly have a crush on me. What? Excuse me, Toaster? You can't just be out here saying things like that. You're gonna get cancelled. They're gonna find this. Look, you're gonna be some like Archaea mods. You're gonna find out. They're like stalking you. It's like, where does Toaster spend his time? And they tune into my stream and then they see, is that the Toaster Koishi? And then they tune in and they're like, wait a second, I'm a mod in the Archaea Discord. What do you mean, Toaster? Legally required to tell you this was a joke? That's what you want them to think. That's what they all say. They all say this. Let's see, I already experienced it during formative years. Which one? League of Legends? Or moderation? No one should need to experience League of Legends. Secretly? No. What was that in response to? Both? League of Legends and Discord modding? Or just moderation in general? I think when I used to use like MapleStory forums, I was like, wow, it'd be so cool if I was a mod. You know, I would get like, my name would be in color and stuff like that. And everyone would respect me. Whoa, man, it's so cool. They'd be like, who's this guy? Why does he have a blue name? Whoa, he's not like a regular user. He has power here. And then I realized I don't want to do that. It's stupid. Who cares about status? In fact, I would prefer to just not have status. Would prefer to just be a regular user. Bear confirmed, yes. Maybe I should have, yeah, the clickbait title, the bear. If you were here last stream, you can go watch the VOD. If you weren't here last stream, you can go watch the clip from last stream. On my way to the... You spelled Archaea wrong, though. Can't believe it. Toaster is literally shaking his head at how you spelled Archaea wrong. There's also mods other than English. Can't imagine how much harder it is to moderate when there's more than one language. I'm not in any like multi-language Discord servers, but I imagine you would probably have a mod per language. Actually, no, like some Twitch streams that I watch, sometimes like they have a policy that's like English only, because if someone comes in the chat, starts speaking Spanish, and you're like, I don't know what you're saying. You could be saying some really awful stuff right now. And so they just have a policy like, please just speak in English. So it makes it easier to moderate and stuff like that. Got stuff like that. There's no bear, I even clipped it. You can see Wolfie was hallucinating. No. Just ban people. Well, sometimes they just delete the message. I don't know. I simply don't know. But it is weird, right? You just go into a stream, you don't know how to read the mood, and you just start speaking in a language that the streamer doesn't even know, right? It happens both ways, right? Sometimes you have like Japanese VTubers, and you'll just have someone speaking in English in their chat for like no reason. and then they get upset when the streamer doesn't acknowledge their message. They're like, why didn't the streamer read my message? I know she doesn't speak English, but like, come on, I put multiple messages in English. I don't know, man. Let's see, I don't know, remember the details, but something along the lines of a volunteer mod in the Phasmophobia Discord was harassing people. People tried to cancel the devs over the situation. What? I didn't hear about this at all. There's all this like stuff that happens in various communities, and I just never hear about it. No, that's Spanish for no. I can read that. That says, do you speak Spanish? Is there Japanese? Do I understand Japanese? I do, at some point. Remember that time when I accidentally enabled a translator on this web view? And then it just automatically like started translating non-English messages in my chat? And then we found out that Mirkern meant darkness, and I was like, what? How do you change your name? How do you put a space in your name? Your name is The Darkness? And then I found out I had Google Translate enabled. Is that German? Deutschland? That's how you say Germany, right? Imagine joining and saying function main print line hi. That's Rust. You can't be doing this. But it's also English. It's also English. Well, I remember. Yeah, I was there. Console log. I don't like how Twitch, like, they just they just turn random text into URLs. URLs. Welcome, Chaos Ryan. Yeah, the darkness? Mirror in the darkness? What's up with that? What's the deal with the darkness? Actually, there was like a quiz website where they give you like a snippet of code and you try to guess what language it is. But it was pretty difficult. Did someone say the door to darkness? Yes. Yes, someone did. Literally, yo, is that Wolfa's dance created by Karagi? It is. It's me. Yo, let's do that thing where we look at emotes. Classic game every week. That's Russian, probably. Alright, we got my emotes, we got Northern Lions emotes, we got Leaflets emotes, we got Becco's emotes, we got Chenna's emotes, we got Hamflow, we got Arky, we got Giruti, which was gifted to me. We got Nasumatsuri, we got Moonybug, we got Clothbug, we had 2 bugs. We got Cheshi, we got Soyapoya, we got Karagi, we got No Name Paladin, we got Chia, we got Ray Ravenstein, or Ray Robinstein, I think. I always forget how to pronounce it. That's it. We have fun here. Every week, more like every day? No. Mostly on this day. On this day. Is that pasta? It is pasta? Bean time? That's the cinnamon twitches. That's Geeter Tea, that's Moonybug. That's Razul. That I don't know who this one is. Who's that? Tui Slam? I don't even know what this one is. What is this one? That's Razul. Okay. Got some Wigglies. My bit rate's red. And you accidentally spend 1 second in someone's stream after being rated? Yeah, that's Cinnamon Twitches. That's Pasta. Who are these? That's I don't recognize these Wigglies. Picky channel. I know Ficky. Cleo. Wait, someone mentioned Cleo last time. Someone said, I think Hamflow mentioned something about Cleo. He said the word hag. Mafo. Oh, that's the one with the dancing hot dog emote. They post this emote in Karagi's chat all the time. It's okay, we got Wigglies. Wiggly identification time. Here we go. Okay. The first one, I don't know. This is Mint Costella. We got Bat. We got Snacko Racco. Is that Peen? Yep, it is. I don't know that one. Is that Retsu? It's Retsu. I don't know that one. That's the tiger. Ryohi? I knew it? Okay, that's Clavio. That's Karagi, that's Karagi. Is that Pasta? That's probably Pasta. This is Clover Chibi. That's Shadow. This one is that Soyboy? That is Soyboy. That's me. That's Ray. That's Alice. Okay, who did I not recognize? This is Renbot. I don't know who that is. Yeah, Merryweather. Who's this one? Wiki 8. Okay, I don't know. Okay, this one we got the Snom. I don't know these. Okay, Toaster. I'm just gonna assume I don't know these people. I don't know who that is. Divot. Yeah, that one. This is what's it? The rat, the mouse, Ember. This is Ember. No, that's Savinka. Okay, never mind. There's that one. I don't know who this one. I don't know that. This is Atlas. That's Atlas. This is Bodega Rat. There's another Bodega Rat. Karagi. Paper Bag. That's you. This is I don't know that one. This is me. Okay, who's this one? RIP. Okay. Astra V. Astra. Okay, I don't know this one. This one is Purity. Oh, Purity Valentine. Okay. This one is Ren is in Ray's stream. Ren? Which Ren? Ren? Okay, this is Yuna. Okay, I know of Yuna. This is Arki. This is Shia. This is... It could be anyone. This could literally be anyone. Okay, Cyrano. Okay, the actual Cyrano TV. Torwave. I don't know who that is. Who's this? The Lem. I don't know that. Who's this? Mogra. Okay. Hell. Okay, I know of that. This is Yoroshi. Rosuri. That's official Hatsune Miku channel. This is Coffee, right? If that's Coffee, that's Corpse channel. This is Tamago. Okay, I don't know that one. That's Mint. That's Outoa. This is That's not Picky. What's her? The other bug. Ladybug Berry. Yep. The Sandflow. That's me. That's Outoa. This is Maple Winters. Oh shoot. Hold on. This is that one. This is the that word that I forgot. We looked at this. Dorselessness. T-owl. I don't remember who this is. Swirl Drop. Yeah, that's Swirl Drop. I forgot, but I remember having that emote. This is official Twitch emote. The Illuminati. Is that Merryweather? That's Merryweather. There's a streamer who literally is just Cyrano from Toho. Yeah, Cyrano TV. They also used my create.swf Cyrano for years without ever asking me. And I never confronted them about this, but I was not happy about it. Toho, yeah, Toho allowing streamers. We got I'm saying, I don't know. Toru's, okay. Is this one? This one is Giruti? No, that's Pasta, right? You have the same ones. Got Frog, For Real on God. I don't know who this one is. Olivia, wait, is that Olivia Monroe? Olivia Monroe. It is, okay. Is that Lily Hops? The Shadow? Is it Rohi? This is Bat at Video Games. Who's this one? Wiki? Okay, I don't know Wiki. Welcome Fist. Come to North Star. I didn't know you were such a big name. I don't know. No, it's pretty short. It's 6 letters. I think your name, you are a big name. Look at how long that name is. That's a big name. Wolf is, it's only 6 letters. I see another streamer with animated emotes in your style. There's many people. Toru is one of the streamers I actually watch super regularly. I see. Who's that one? Koki? Okay, I know of Koki. Toru's. Do I do Advent of Code? Is that when you do? They give you like a programming exercise every few days or something. It's like you program some stuff. I don't know. I've never done it. For you. Imagine having only 6 letters. That's why you gotta add the underscores, right? Nenchi knows. Robo. He adds the underscores. Imagine though. Okay, we had fun. We identified many emotes today. Wow, great stream. Great stream. What the heck? Those are edits of my emotes. Wow. I know exactly which emotes these are referenced to. This is me. This is my animation of Ino doing the bomb camera. This is the Pomu Ketcha. That's the Pomu Cash Money that I drew. That's it. Do day programmers enjoy programming outside of work? I do. I actually really enjoy programming, like even outside of work. That's why I'm constantly looking for stuff to program. Because it's enjoyable. It's cool to make things that are useful. I also forgot that like one of the things that I wanted to make recently was like when I get rated, I always have to type their name, you know, in chat. But now that I have this thing that tracks like my raiders, I could have a thing that just pulls from that list and then copies it into my clipboard. You know, I could put that on my stream deck. I could press a button to copy the streamer's name and also the text like !SO or like /out or whatever. I think it'd be pretty easy. It would be pretty easy. Who's that? Is that a? Oh, that's sorry. From this distance, that looked like a duck, like a swan or something. But then when I look closer, I'm like, oh, that's Swirl Drop being sprayed. So you don't code enough to be comfortable with it. Maybe you should program more. Maybe that'd be cool. Toaster also enjoys programming outside of work. Exactly. VTube_studio. It always throws me off when like I have to put the space between VTube and studio. I'm so used to typing it as like one word, you know? The fact that it's just a VTube space studio. But I think I've gotten used to it over time. How did that pants grab get approved? There's so many pants grab emotes though. Also, that's probably Floop's pants grab emote. Yep. And that duck nodding emote is from, I forget who it was. But you tend to post that emote pretty often. Twitch magic. Okay, which emotes are these? It's Merryweather, that's Goki. I forget. You've posted this first one before. I forget who it was. Oh, that's Skeleton, okay. And this is Hipaki. Okay, so you've posted this before. I've seen these. Is that also Goki Dev? It is. What is that one? Who's this? Oh, that's Bongtu, okay. I'm following them now. I'm aware of their existence. Speaking of people being big names, some guy I've known for like months found out yesterday that I'm the Toaster Archaea. And the whole time he was like, there's no way this could be the real Toaster because the real Toaster is too big to be in this random small VTubers community. What do you mean? What do you mean? Once you're known enough, you just can't watch VTubers. But like what you do isn't even related to VTubers though. Or like what I do is related to VTubers. And so like I guess people are like, okay, yeah, okay, it's weird for him to be in here. Like yesterday I talked about how one person, I was in someone's chat the other day and someone was like, Oh, Walfa's a cool name. I also love Cyrano from Toho. I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, totally, yeah. Walfas is not my name because it's a reference to Toho, but because that's my name that I use. I keep finding out people here have notoriety. You know, we got Denchi, we got Toaster, we got Hamflow. Which emote did I react with? I posted my clapping emote. Because I didn't know how to react. But my clapping was in response to the streamer. I just didn't acknowledge the message. Isn't that the weird Toho app? That's the create.swf. Literally hanging out with the creator of Small Ame. The creator of frickin' VTube Studio. Well, how could you forget to include Uwu to Owo? He does the clips of VTuber. Who else? We got literally everyone here is notable in some way, probably, to someone. Is that B? So we got Duck, you know, famous for eating ducks. We got Lofkey, famous for being in the UK, and probably many other things. Zoli, for doing some sort of, for being in Germany, right? One of the Germans of this chat. I do have I have like several Germans in chat. Probably not Jack. The guy whose job involves walking around a lot, right? Is that you? Did you mention that on my Splatoon stream one time when I asked you what your job was, and then you just said I just walk around a lot for for my job, but I'm not going to specify exactly what I do. Was that you? Was that someone else? Is when I was doing Salmon Run. I was talking about Chinese food, how there's like a cockroach. No? Okay, that was someone else then. Who was that? Okay, I forget. Sometimes there's Temmie Undertale in chat. Not this chat. Temmie has never been in my chat. She doesn't even follow me on Twitch. But I've rated Temmie. I know of Temmie. I've collabed with Temmie. Sometimes, one time, it's Pomu Rainpuff. I did talk about this. I talked about, yeah, Toaster, you weren't here earlier, but I was talking about how Clubhouse Games 51 is a game that only exists so that people can collab. Thank you, Denchi, for the gift sub to Tim. But yeah, there was Pomu was in chat during when we did our collab. Yo, Pomu could literally be here right now, except she's like in Japan and the time zones don't match up. But what if she was here? She's been subscribed. You gifted her all of those. You gifted 3 subs to Temmie over the course of like the past year or something. Didn't you say you had some legal binding to tell someone if Aniji Sanji was watching you, or was that a joke? I don't remember saying that. What is that in reference to? I don't know. Who knows? It's the morning. It's like 8 a.m. over there, right? It's either 8 or 9 a.m. I'm Pomu. You're Pomu. We're Pomu. Everyone's Pomu. My phone is minutes behind. Why don't you sync the time? Actually, my Windows, the time on my Windows PC was always like 1 or 2 minutes behind, and then I found out you can just manually synchronize it. How do you get the game developer badge? By developing a game, presumably. Exactly. The delta between chat and the stream. Minutes behind? Like your chat is like... I don't think that's true at all. You're telling me your chat is at like 6:53 Eastern Standard Time, relatively? I think you made up a number. Toaster made Catching Release? No. It was made by, I don't even remember the name of the studio that made this game. But they made a really good game. I'm not even fishing. Zoli doesn't even know what Toaster develops. We talk about this every stream. Toaster is the developer of hit video game Archaea, which you can download on the iOS App Store as well as the Google Play Store. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just advertise your own games. Everyone, just post your favorite link in chat. The real answer is you have to verify with Twitch. They check that you have an email with their company's domain. Well, what if your company just uses Gmail? Like Dirt Simulator? Okay, you could do that. My favorite what? Twitch.tv. And Big Trash. Twitch.tv/LilyHops. He even included the www. You don't even have to do that. Karagi.dog, that's it. That is also an actual website. There's also that's an image board with Karagi. I like YouTube.com. You guys ever been on YouTube.com? Yeah, they talk about it on the Discord. I read the Discord sometimes. Also, I don't know if I welcomed Shima Panic. I feel like I probably didn't. I like YouTube because it has Pomu. I mean, Twitter also has Pomu. Twitch, sometimes. It's being hosted in someone's basement. Probably. I don't know, man. Hosting stuff for me it's gotta be in the cloud nowadays. I used to host stuff like on my own in my own house. I had like a Raspberry Pi to host like a web server, and it's like too much effort. It's too much effort to deal with that stuff. Like sometimes my internet goes out, and it's like it's not good. If it's in the cloud, then it's someone else's problem. And I think that's cool. Someone else has to deal with it. You could get pretty good free hosting nowadays. Twitter has less FOMO. But everyone's FOMO though. There's more people on Twitter. Literally everyone. Also, it's been another hour. I believe it's time for me to hydrate. Alright, just as I hydrated, I got a notification on my phone for something. I'm gonna check what it is. Gmail notification, I paid some money somewhere. I paid money for something. Probably a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership or something. It's probably YouTube. Thanks for the money. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for your money. Lofkey, you gifted subs. You don't even... You got the sub. Uto, thank you for your money. You paid for 3 months of twitch.tv/Wolf's subscriptions. That's pretty pog. Infra as a service. Let's see. If you click on the game developer badge, you can see links to the website. Wait, really? Oh, it does. It does say. Did it always do that? I guess it did. I guess I just never clicked on it. It tells you. It doxed game developer. Paid for 6 months. 6 months of subscription. And have sent at least 1 bit. It's true. It's true. I've seen it. It doesn't work on mobile. Maybe you should open it on desktop. They do remove, they don't port over all the features sometimes. Like they still, when are they gonna give me access to moments? Never, I'll never get them. You know what? When I get Twitch moments enabled on my channel, the stream where that happens, I'm gonna make it a moment. Like this momentous occasion where they enabled moments. Twitch extensions would be so much cooler if full screen ones worked on mobile. Oh yeah, like if you're watching like a Cult of the Lamb stream on the app, you literally can't interact with it. You can't do the thing where you're in the raffle. In that raffle, you're simply excluded as a viewer. Anyway, it's been 2 hours and I haven't even talked about like the stuff that I've been wanting to talk about. Okay, so Spotify. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Spotify, you see everyone like releasing their Spotify Wrapped playlist and stuff like that. So people not familiar, Spotify does this thing where I think at the end of every year they have this thing that's like, oh yeah, here's the top songs you listen to, here's your top artists, whatever. What is your most played artist? I'm getting to it. This thing that's playing right now, this is my top artist. The lo-fi lo-fi royalty-free stream beats background music, that was my top played artist of this year. Which is weird because like this isn't even playing through Spotify. I just downloaded the songs. And yet even like on all my fishing streams, like I play the lo-fi BGM all the time. And yet, even if that doesn't count, it's still my most played artist. Top podcast was White Noise 8 Hours. So true. Explain faster? Okay. Music. Music is Pog. And it really makes you think. So I did post it on Twitter. On my Twitter account, which I call my sub-Twitter, but really at this point, like at what point does your sub-Twitter become your main Twitter, right? This is, I guess, is my main Twitter now. I posted screenshots of my Spotify Wrapped. Here, so let me put this up here, okay. You go to twitter.com/Walthington. As soon as you open Twitter, it says turn on notifications. I don't think so. Here's mine. Okay, my top artists. You got Stream Beats by Harris Heller. We got Linus from the Stars. You got Here I Die. He's a Japanese singer. We got Hyper Potions, who does video game music. We got Chevy, who does, I don't even know what genre of music that is. Ooh knows. Toho, he knows. Top 5 songs, City Lights by Linus from the Stars. We got Papaya from Hyper Potions. You got Heat Waves, a Japanese version by Lime. You got First Day of June by Linus from the Stars. We got Morning Coffee from Chevy. That's my top 5. My top genre, Kawaii EDM. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. I don't know music genres. Simply, the heck is Kawaii EDM? Someone explained it. I asked, someone said like, love that your main genre is Kawaii, quite accurate. I don't even know what Kawaii EDM is. He said, it's basically Japanese future bass, but with a bit of vaporwave, and I don't know what this is. I don't know what Japanese future bass is. I'm aware of Vaporwave, but I don't know. I simply don't know. Is this Spotify thing only available on mobile? I think it is, yeah. When I tried clicking the share button on the thing, and you could copy the URL to your clipboard, and then I tried going to that URL in my browser, and it said like, oh, you gotta use the app. So I don't know. That's a lot of minutes. Is it though? Like someone that I follow, they had like 120k minutes listened, and how much is that? 52k minutes to hours. 866. Okay, that's how many days is that? 36 days. That's not that much. That's only like 1/12 of the year-ish. Actually, that is quite a bit. Let's see. Is that a Kuragi avatar? It is. It is. I always thought you couldn't upload transparent images to... Sorry, transparent user icons to Twitter. But apparently, if it's below a certain file size, it does work. So that's pretty cool. I'm not seeing A7X. I don't know what that is. It means you're a weeb. Japanese future bass. Yeah, but like my top songs, my top artists aren't even anime. Most of them. Right? I mean, there's one. Well, but like Heat Wave's Japanese version, it's just like a Japanese cover of a famous English song, which I actually do prefer this version over the original. Not because of the Japanese, but because like the mixing or whatever. Denchi has never used Spotify. Good. Good. I mean, Spotify's pretty good. However, it costs money. I mean, actually it's free, but like, you get ads and stuff. Fubar 2000. Am I aware of metalcore? Metal Gear? That's a thing, right? Metal Gear. That's a core. It's made of metal. YouTube autoplay. Oh, okay, wait. So, hold on. Okay, I'm pretty far behind in chat, but I'm gonna remind me to talk about YouTube autoplay. Once I catch up with chat, I'm gonna talk about YouTube autoplay. Let's see. Hamflo only used Spotify this year to listen to hi-fi on stream. He's so contrary. Yeah, listen to lo-fi. He chooses the opposite. Japanese future bass is future bass from Japan, which is based from the future, and the future. Back to the Future based. Denchi uses bookmarks to listen to music. Those artists don't sound like kawaii EDM. Exactly, right? None of these they're just like, none of them. None of these are even kawaii or EDM. You scrabble them to Last.fm. You guys use Last.fm? I use Last.fm. Denchi has never used Last.fm. Human Panic used to have an animated avatar. I still do, actually, on my old Twitter. Wolfas. This is still animated. It's not animated? Hold on. Wait. They got rid of my animated avatar? Did she finally stop running? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I used to have an animated avatar until they got rid of it. That's messed up. Tell Melonhusk to bring back animated Twitter avatars. No. Alright, YouTube autoplay. Okay, YouTube autoplay. So this is one thing I forgot to talk about. Ow. I forgot to talk about this last week. So last week I went outside, right? I talked about how I went outside Thanksgiving. And so my uncle, when he was driving his car, you know, like people usually they'll like put on some music in the radio, or they'll put on some music in the car to listen to on during the drive. And you know what my uncle did? what the music that he put on, this is like the weirdest thing ever. He had YouTube Shorts. I don't know, YouTube Shorts or TikTok or something. And he would listen. You're ever like on YouTube Shorts, and it plays for 1 minute and then it loops back, right? He was doing that. He was using YouTube Shorts. We were listening to music on a loop for like 1 minute. It's the weirdest thing. Very strange. So you would hear like Michael Jackson Thriller, except like the middle 30 seconds of it, not even at a good cut, right? It's like just some random part of Thriller, and then after 30 seconds it would loop back, and then after like 5 minutes then he clicks on the next song, because you know he's driving, you can't just like tap on it. And so like 5 minutes later it's like another song. It's like just random music for like 30 seconds and then it loops. Sometimes it's not even music, so like he'll press the next song and he goes back to driving, and then the song is like a soccer game or something, and the announcer is like, you know, shouting because someone got a goal. And I'm like, what? How do you, like, what are you doing? How do you live like this? I don't know. And then my mom was in the car. She started listening to her own music on YouTube. Not her own music. Not like she made the music, but like, you know, I think she got tired of listening to the YouTube autoplay. Anyway, that's my story. Really interesting story. Last.fm compiles your song plays. It does. That's right, long messages so Wolfie never catches up. I've caught up. I'm catching up. Shino still has an animated avatar. It's true. Had a running loop and some disco dancing cat loop from WarioWare. Your avatar animates for me on Twitter. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's messed up. Alright, I've caught up with chat. I've caught up. Zoomer brain. He had to get in the zone. AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Hashtag not sponsored. Ad. I'm reading through your 10-year-old tweets. Oh no. Those were so cringe. If I look back at my old tweets, I'm just like, this guy was freaking cringe. Adding my brother. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't gonna mention this, but I did know Denchi's brother. I didn't know you were gonna reveal this, but I've known your brother for a long time. And then when I found out you were his brother, I'm like, what the frick? I've known this guy. Nepotism. It's messed up. But yeah, so like on last Christmas, Denchi's brother messaged me like, hey, so I'm getting my brother a gift, and you know, can I commission you to draw something? And I'm like, wait a second, you're Denchi's brother? What the frick? So now we know. Now we know that I know Denchi's brother. Your brother also uses Mastodon. He has his own instance. And he was one of the first people I followed on Mastodon. Did I draw it? I did. It's like a mouse. What is it called? A mouse pad? It's not a mouse pad. It's like one of those desk pads that people put their keyboards on. Custom one. Then she posted a photo of it. He's weird like that. She's pretty cool. It's Pog. A desk doormat. Is that what they call it? A desk mat. Oh yeah, that's what they're called, desk mats. Probably. Here, let me check my Twitter. My old tweets from 10 years ago. April. I posted this on April Fool's Day. My April Fool's Day joke. You just post the word April. Then I go back. Yo, and I went to karaoke. Look at this image quality. I mean, you probably can't tell from in VR, but look at this image quality from 2013 from my iPod Touch. Probably. Starbucks. Wolf Crossing, Starbucks. I got the Bakub. Yo, here's one of my most recent tweets from my old account. The Pop Team Epic guy. You remember this guy? Pop Team Epic guy. I got this thing signed at. He used to go to New York Comic Con every year, and I requested Gumi from Vocaloid back in October 13th, 2012, and I have this, and it's cool, and it's Pog. It's probably still in my house somewhere. Here's my avatar. Here's a Snow Miku. Here's Snow Miku in Nico Nico Doga box. Remember this, guys? Nico Nico Doga? Daylight Savings. Wait, holy frick. I see this guy. This guy is in some chats sometimes. Isn't this guy in Peen's chat? This guy, you guys recognize this name? Yeah. This guy. I was like, what the heck? I knew this guy. Who's this? That's a different guy. This was back in 2012. I don't, you ever like see people that you knew from a long time ago and you're like, how did I know this guy? I don't remember. I haven't talked to this person in so long. I don't remember how I knew of them. Yo, here's my tweet where Lily Pichu. Remember Lily Pichu? She's famous. I got these Pokemon blocks. Reconnecting after 10 years. He probably doesn't remember that. Link him this tweet. I don't even remember. That tweet was deleted. This tweet is unavailable. Did he get banned? I don't know. Lily Hoff. No, Lily Pichu. You guys remember Lily Pichu? Someone else. Someone took her old Twitter name. I told the story about how like I was at a one of those Japanese food courts or whatever with a group of friends, and Lily Pichu was there as well. And then like some random person came up to me or us, and she was like, she pointed at Lily and said, "Oh, I like your panda hoodie." We thought she was a normal person, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, you can call me Ayumi Koneko-chan," and we were like, "What?" Yeah, that was weird. She wasn't even Japanese. Anyway, interesting thing that happened. Yeah, I remember. I was there. I was literally there. Classic story. I wonder if she still remembers it. I think she's too she's too famous now. I can't just ask her. Be like, "Yo, hey, I know we haven't talked in like 10 years, but you remember this story where we were at Mitsuwa in New Jersey and this random person came up to us?" No, he was an IRC nerd. Hamsterling. He wore a frog hoodie. It was the panda hoodie. Let's see. It makes me mad of not taking notes / diary. You should do it. You should start now. You could start keeping track of things, and then in 10 years from now, you can go back to it and be like, "Whoa, you guys remember 10 years ago I did this thing?" And then you remember. TBF. Well, if other peeps might think the same for you. Yeah, that's true. Like when people who haven't talked to me in 10 years, they're just like, "Hey, what's up? I know we haven't talked in 10 years, but like, how's it going?" I'm just like, what do you want from me? She's got a bunch of VTuber models with Iron Vertex. She does, yeah. Didn't she get a new model at some point? It was like this past week even, I think. She did like a new model reveal. She streams on YouTube now. One of those Twitch streamers that left Twitch to go to YouTube. That seems to be a thing. Just do it when the opportunity right. I'll never. Imagine contacting people for 10 years if you haven't spoken to in 10 years. somebody reminding you they haven't talked to you, they haven't bothered to contact you for 10 years seems like a weird way to start a convo. But how else are you gonna say it, right? I feel like if you haven't talked to someone in 10 years, like, what are you can't just say, like, you're just gonna say hello as if everything's normal and that you, like, haven't, I don't know. I think it'd be weirder to just say hi and then ask something without at least acknowledging that it's been 10 years. YouTube Poetry got paid well, at least. YouTube paid at least for streaming. She probably got a pretty good deal, right? Probably. She's like one of the top streamers on Twitch. Or I guess not anymore because she's not on Twitch, but... You know. Toaster, hello, as if everything's normal and you haven't... I don't know. Yeah, tell me how that goes. Just do that. How is that? What's that like? They'll be like, "Who are you again?" Sometimes on Steam, they're like, I have people on my friends list, and I don't remember who they are. Like on Switch, on my Switch, I have like a bunch of people added, but I don't remember who they are. It's been so long. The formal method versus send a really esoteric meme. Just send them just send them the Rat Jam GIF. And then they'll be like, what? It's like, oh sorry, I just felt like sending Rat Jam. And they're, oh, okay. It's like, hey, we haven't spoken in 10 years. Do you want something? No, I just wanted to send Rat Jam. Oh, alright. That's cool. Just send them the Rat Jam. I reconnect with older friends by sending them a cat video. Is it a specific cat video? Is it the same cat video every time? Let's see, man, I'm trying to write a diary and thought nothing happened today, but I am constantly thinking about whether to increase or decrease the level of detail. You should be as detailed as possible. I think if you come back to it in 10 years, you're going to appreciate it. I have so much... the level of detail in my my journal notes nowadays, it's like a lot. It's very cool. Some transferred to Switch from 3DS. Yeah, that's also a thing. I had some people at my first workplace, many of which were like college students who went to the same college that I did, and I added them on 3DS. And then when I got my Switch, I was like, oh yeah, you can add people that were from your 3DS. And then I saw these people and I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I used to work with this guy. They're probably like, who the heck is Wolfie? Who is this guy? Let's see, I did accidentally send an embarrassing gift to someone once. Hadn't talked to them since high school. You still have people from high school like in your contacts? Like, is it like via Facebook or whatever? I don't even know. Like, I don't talk to anyone that I knew from my high school. Literally no. It was on LinkedIn? You have people from high school on LinkedIn? I don't know. Actually, no, I do as well. I have like 1 or 2 people from my high school on LinkedIn. They just randomly send me a request someday. And it's like, oh yeah, I used to go to high school with this person. It's interesting to see what people are up to, though. There was a cat on a Dance Rush pad. And this one. This better not be a virus. As you know, Twitter.com is known for viruses. Oh man, look at this cat. Wait, I think I've seen this one. I think I've seen this cat. Very cool cat. This cat do be dancing though. Cat jam? Can we get some cat jam? Except not. Let's see, my entire friend group is people from high school. What's that like? My entire friend group, I don't know if I even have like a a group that I can just say is my one friend group. I think most people that I talk to nowadays. Well, okay, besides this stream. Okay, you guys, this parasocial relationship with chat. This is who I talk to the most nowadays. But besides that, the people that I used to know back in the Toho days, right? Toaster's one of those people. Toaster. A lot of people. Those people, that group of people from back in the day. When I played Toho. And I drew Toho fan art. Betty Game Center? Is that a well-known Twitter channel? Tried adding my high school math teacher on LinkedIn. They're probably like, who is this person? I don't remember this guy at all. A lot of people from high school reconnected on LinkedIn. I see. It's a Japanese arcade that's well known for the cat. Oh, shoot. Imagine being allergic to cats, though. And you're like, can't wait to go to an arcade to play my favorite game. And then you find out there's like cat hair everywhere, and you're like, oh, shoot. Dang. It's in the middle of nowhere, but people regularly make pilgrimages. So funny. And what a funny thing. Cats, those cats don't even understand. You ever try to explain rhythm games to cats? You're like, okay, now this is called the this is called a jackhammer. This is when you you do. Let's see, Rest in Pushrumer. I remember that site. I used to use that site. Found the message. This was the GIF. Confused. They never responded. You're like, who's this? What is this? Who's this person sending me? Confused. I also like the URL. It's like snap.cn whatever, and then it's like Seam. SEAAAM. Interesting. I always like when URLs are interesting, right? Randomly generated. And they're like, this is a word. What the? This is a word. No, one bear is real. Not today. We haven't seen the bear today. Picross tutorial. You think they can ever like train an animal besides a human to learn the rules of Picross? I think that'd be cool. You have a real life friend with a home arcade and cats that also hang out on those arcade machines. I know of some people who also have their own arcade machines at home. I don't know if it's the same person. It's probably not the same person. Cat plays Crazy Shuffle. Yeah, teach a cat Dark Souls. This is you teach them that if you equip armor and you're below 50%, then you don't do the fat roll, and then if you have armor below 25%, and then the cat's like, yeah, I understand this. The cat understands that it has to unequip the armor in the game to roll faster. Imagine. It's funny if they have swear words. I think, like, actually, one of the random URLs that I saw was, I think one of, like, Tsukino Mito's tweets. One of her YouTube videos. It had something like, what was it? Something like, it had the word vor in it. I forget. But it was like an actual sentence. It wasn't just the word vor. Like, all the other words that were in the randomly generated URL, they actually made sense. Neuron activation. Can animals appreciate music? They do. You ever see those videos of like the dogs where like someone's playing music and the dog starts jamming and then the guy stops playing the music and then the dog like goes back to normal? Well, if he can't even teach some chat members the rules of Picross, because Denchi refuses to learn. I've explained Picross so many times, Denchi's like, one day I'll understand. And I'm like, you're actively choosing not to. Dog jam. Birds seem responsive. You got a stag beetle jam into the music. It's likely not the same person. There are a lot of people who own arcade machines and or cats. Well, it's like arcade machines and cats, right? It has to be both of them. Because yes, you're right, there are a lot of people who own either an arcade machine or a cat. But this is two of them. Both of these entities. And to write a random URL generated, that is just rude. Maybe you're not no, I'm explaining Picross perfectly. If their name starts with S and ends with IU, it's not then. I don't know who that is. You're welcome, Robert Brown. Stabilizer might be useful for first person when chat is watching. Oh, you mean like this view on the left side? This one? No, it's too much effort. No one even cares. Let me just do this. I could do it though. Arcade machines are indeed expensive. They are multiple $1,000s. Depending on which games. 2K, wait, 2,000 for an arcade machine? That's not that much. I was imagining like, you know, like 20K, or like 15, or not 15K, like 5,000. It's very jittery. It is. It's the direct output from the whatever it's called, OpenVR. There is a Live thing that does motion smoothing, but I don't have it set up. No one cares, right? I've been streaming this for forever. Everyone's just either looking at this or this. They're probably not even looking at the screen. I don't know. Thank you for the resub, Trentez. Let's see. Lots of people in my area have massive Silicon Valley SWE salaries. Yes, arcade games. Alright. Also, the view on the left side does not follow eye movements because it doesn't have eye tracking. It's specifically when I move my head. Right? If I'm looking up, this thing doesn't move up. Unless it has internal eye tracking. I don't know. Like, I know the new Quest, the Quest Pro or whatever, it has a thing where, like, it does eye tracking, and then the places where you're not looking, it becomes more blurry, right? Like, if you're looking at this specific part of the screen, it'll make that one more high resolution, and then everything in the peripheral is just, like, blurry. And so they can spend less resources generating stuff that you're not looking at. How many thingy have I caught so far? None of them. Arcade machines are expensive. Actually, I know one of my friends knows someone who does like arcade machine stuff for conventions. Like, you know, if you ever go to like a convention and someone's they have like a gaming section and they have like arcade cabinets there. You never think like someone has to do that, right? Yeah, so do I. Exactly. Arcades. It follows them indirectly because I moved the head over you partially. It's true. It is true. Might be the same person. Well, I don't know the person. I know someone who knows someone, so... Okay, but the someone that... Okay, it might be okay. It's probably the same person. But I don't know. Anyway... It's about that time. It's about the time that I end my stream. I remember at Crunchyroll Expo I was talking to the guy and we were chatting about whose home arcades those machines were sourced from. Oh, there's a guy. There's one guy. Yeah, foveated. That's the name for it. Foveated rendering. It's like if you're not looking at something, it's just blurry. All right. Well, yeah. I'm gonna. This is the fate of my streams. If I was one of those streamers that, you know, just would stream for arbitrary amounts of time, I probably would not end stream right now, but I'm not that kind of streamer. So let's find out what day today is. And then we could do a raid. Yo, National Computer Security Day? Security Day? Why does this guy look familiar? The father of the Philippine Revolution? Okay, maybe I don't know. Choose Women Wednesday. What does that mean? Day of Remembrance for all victims of chemical warfare? National Meth Awareness Day? National Loose Day? National Personal Space and National Stay at Home Because You're Well Day. We got a bunch of days. Got a bunch of people's birthdays. All right. Let's do National Computer Security Day. Imagine. It's called foveated rendering. Alright, we got this one. Raid. Sorry, put the word raid at the end of that. And we'll find out who to raid. Also put your favorite computer-related emoji. Okay, click this button. Alright, everyone has been raided. Who shall I raid today? I wonder if you'll use the same next year. Oh yeah, because November 30th next year. They're gonna have new holidays, right? They make new ones every year. You gotta put the word raid at the end. You gotta put the word raid. Sorry, I didn't put the word raid, but you gotta do it. Security Day raid. Shadow Legends. But don't put Shadow Legends. Okay, so let's see. We can raid. It's been 203 days since I raided Sasha. I guess we could do that. Sure, let's do it. He's playing. Is that Warcraft? Warcraft 2? I don't know. Alright, we'll do the raid. This channel is intended for mature audiences, by the way. Well, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I will be back with, I'm thinking probably Dark Souls. Maybe Dark Souls, probably. Warcraft 3, I don't know. It says retro. Oh yeah, okay, the title of the stream is Can't Believe Warcraft 3 is 20 years old. So yeah, Warcraft 3. Oh yeah, Dark Souls. Unless my internet connection is bad. Assuming my internet connection is good, Dark Souls. Retro is a menace. Yeah, I like seeing what actual games they're playing, but like everyone's just in the retro category. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good Wednesday. That's it. You can watch me stare at the the bar, numbers going down. You got 5 seconds. Alright, goodbye.